I feel like that was a good segue into this, what we about to get to first. But you ever just been overwhelmed and ain't know what to do with you, your life, what's going, none of that? Well, and I'm asking y'all, when I was thinking about talking about this, I want to find, so I'm pretty sure by now, and we got to cover things like this. This is pop culture, but it's deeper than that. This ain't just hip-hop news or hip-hop culture. This is like life for a lot of us where we come from. So this right here is the actual response that's up. And shout out to whoever reaction this is on YouTube who dug these tweets, these Instagram posts up or whatever. But I want to find actually Young Thug's son.
Get whatever they want.
Hold on.
His mom is going.
Bang, here we go. Alright. Now, upon hearing about this story and watching other people talk about it first, because we gotta get, we don't go against the grain what takes, but I like to see what people was going out here, like what they think about this, right? And kudos to him. I'm gonna give him credit. Academics, listen, nobody's like, I think if you boo a non-gang, man, and you fuck with the content, I think you pretty much understand that, like, I'm the fairest man in the land. Vote for Boo 2020, 30, something. Nah, for real, though. Let's get into it, right? All right. Now, one of the things that shocked the hell out of me is that Young Thug's son name on, I guess, Instagram is, get this right here, Bloody Hound _ Baby Jeff. Now, I forgot Young Thug name was Jeffrey. I'm going to tell you, man. When 50 Cent and Ja was going through that beef, if you of a certain age, man, it wasn't just Ja Rule and all the Murder Inc. thing that 50 Cent was stepping on. 50 Cent was stepping on the name Jeffrey. I know dudes and chicks that had fathers named Jeffrey, and they automatically just, like, stop respecting their dads. Like, what? Like, your name Jeffrey, man? I don't care if you been in my life, gang. Like, nah. I can't respect a dude named Jeffrey.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You niggas are crazy.
Now, we know the ordeal that Young Thug just happened to go through, right? When he was in jail, 2.5 years or something like that. Cool. He home from jail now. Got his family, got his life back. Probation out the yin yang, but hey, he knew what he was signing up for, right? Cool. Now the son says it hit different when your own family ain't with you. And this is blocked a little bit. And for none, I'm on my own. Ain't asking nobody for none. I'm on my own. F my family. Mon Duke's gonna be fleeing like nobody here with me. Can't believe ends or pick they HOES. You know the rest. And yes, this is gonna come HOES. I can't believe ends or pick HOESs over their kids. It's shit crazy type shit. I'm tired of this, gang. I'm tired of this, gang. Love y'all. Cool. So Young Thug's son put that up there. I'm like, alright, okay, like, something's going on here. I done had trouble with his son. Something's going on here though, right? In my mind, I'm like, yo, this might be like an older son Young Thug had maybe before, like he really got on or whatever the case may be. Because I don't know how old Young Thug is, right? I'm like, maybe he's 18. Young Thug got like an 18-year-old, 19-year-old. Okay, Young Thug got, I didn't even know how old Young Thug was, right? And then they said that he was 14 years old.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Bloody Hound
What's wrong with you?
underscore Baby Jeff. And I'm going to tell you something, right? In my time of raising kids, like, look, being involved, gang, if I would have seen all them type curses in the text messages, I was snitching. Ooh, make it look. Ooh, I'm snap. What? Oh, you cursing like this? You bugging. Oh, what? Oh, none of you. It's up. But he on the grammar land with it. And they saying he want to be an all-out thuggeroni Tony. He growing up to be a drill rapper. Like, all right, come, am I bugging? All right, look, right? Check it. I don't even want to throw Hove in this, but this is the best example I could think of right now. Imagine if Jay-Z had a son. Dude, Jay-Z got a son? Imagine if Jay-Z got a son and Jay-Z's son dream is like, yo, I'm going back to take over Marcy Projects and sell crack-a-lack through the backy back?
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
Nigga, I'm scared out here. I think I'm scared for real. Now, 14.
So, well, like,
right,
raising a kid. So, but choose not to go.
Oh, okay. I kind of want to let him say what she's saying. Okay, read that out.
Look, that look just like Young Thug. So she went and commented under his post.
Hidora.
She said, try dealing with kids who choose street life that wasn't raised in the streets, who can get whatever they want, whenever they want, but choose not to go to school and drop out. A woman has nothing to do with my nieces and nephews. Real talk. Entitlement does with no sense.
Yo. When now look, I'm not judging nobody, but when black people hit the real talk, they standing in the truth. Call Jesus in them. When black people hit the real talk, they standing in the truth. Is y'all kidding me?
Born in the 80s, straight baby.
They standing in the truth, gang. But this a 14-year-old. When do anybody 14-year-old get the opportunity to make those kind of choices? You know what, daddy and mommy and family? I ain't going to school no more and I'm getting in the streets. At 14 years old, can you still catch it? I don't know. I don't know. At 14 years old, can you still catch a case over your kid? What I mean is that, sometimes it's, and it's in our community amongst, we be wilding, right? We be acting like, oh, he bad. Wait, it's cases that people catch that it's kind of like on the borderline of crime, right? Like, oh, you went to the club and like left your kid at the crib, right? You go to jail for that. If something crazy happens to your 14-year-old, you can still be liable. That person is underage. That person is a minor. Choose to drop out of school? This ain't nothing that nobody do when they got a dad in the house. Am I lying or not? If I'm lying, man, I'm dead. Not in a way like in New York we say I'm dead. But no, if I'm lying about that, I'm dead. Shit, you got a strict enough moms, you ain't about to stretch your legs in that direction too much, bro. A 14-year-old is a kid. That person is being guided through the word. They ain't making their own decisions. But you know how wild your state of mind and thinking gotta be for you to go online and make that comment and talk about that person like they grown? Hold on, man. I be bugging. Google, what age does the male brain mature? Yo, hold on, man. Don't be putting approximately, because y'all know people don't trust y'all, Google. The male brain typically finishes developing in the mid to low. What that say right there is like something over that. 20s, approximately 25 years of age. So somewhere around the 20s, 25, we say right there, right? Cool. We good. We say that. You know how far he is away from making good decisions on his own? What's that? The frontal lobe, it ain't fully developed. This is what regulates decision making and being impulsive. Do you know all the wild things a 14-year-old to do if people just let them? Now, we come from the hood where it be like, yeah, because at 11, I was in juvenile detention. But I ain't have no dad. My mom's was on drugs, and the streets was really raising me. But how does this happen with him? And if he's 14 and Young Thug been in jail 2 or 2.5 years, then imagine he been grinding and doing his music shit. This kid, he's a kid. He probably feel like, yo, my dad ain't been in my life. And if you an adult and you come from where we come from and you ain't had your dad, or even if your dad was around but ain't pay you attention, it seem like he ain't love you, you know how that feel. What type of person you got to be to forget that? But I tell you an easy way to forget that. Let somebody get rich. Because now you an adult and you done got past that stage, right? So now somebody give you a little bit of money, you don't care about having a dad back then and all that. But for somebody that's right in the middle of going through that, like my dad lit, this my dad home, no, come, yo, spend as much moments with me as possible. And as a dad, you owe that. I got my own struggles with this type of topic, right? With no kids, with no biological kids or nothing. But when I'm talking to Deuce, right, like, she might look at me like I'm a dad, right? And be asking like, yo, bro, nah, like, why you, like, you don't want to take the privilege of treating me like I'm your daughter, even though you always treat me like your daughter. Nah, nigga, cool, get on my ass. Or, like, and I might be like, nah, right? This be mentalities coming from the hood. But I do feel like there has to be like, and I'm not saying it has to be a dad, but a male figure, like the balance, right? Because it'll take two to create, right? So why wouldn't it need another two to create? The balance, the yin and the yang. I don't think motherfuckers should be running around on all yin or all yang. So sometimes if you just in that position, this is father. Especially a boy, you just in that position, yo, you just gotta make sacrifices and step up. Dude's like, oh, you know, when you come home from jail, all you wanna do is get. No, that's a Buster Clown way of thinking. Sex don't take that long, bro. If you just laying in the bed all day naked, getting up and showering and laying in the bed all day naked for a week and fucking you are a nasty freak and you, bro. Let's continue to hear what a homegirl saying. Nothing wrong with nasty freak, by the way.
Sense of direction, no ambition, no future plans, no respect.
Yo, no ambition, no future plans, no respect. Yo, this is when you talking to a girl. You could break somebody young. You supposed to be guiding him. Oh, you ain't got no respect. We gonna teach you respect. Oh, you need a direction to go to. We gotta get your mind right. I remember one time telling dudes, hey, yo, pick something to get involved in, gang. And we's gonna be behind you no matter you or not, but pick some shit to get involved in. The first thing she picked took her on a whirlwind. Yo, I'm gonna get involved in this. What's this? It's like some working with at-risk youth or doing this. You eventually end up getting paid. Oh, we gonna make sure you get there. We gonna be all the way behind you. To the point where she all on the news. We talk about that. Like, hey, man. Like, it's a different engine with love. But I told you, I said, hey, money could buy love. I've said that before. But you know the person that money can't buy love from? A real kid. When a person become an adult and go through stresses, money will buy that love up all day. But when you a kid, it's rich kids and poor kids that's happy at the same level if they got love, attention. People that's behind them.
All they want to do is make drill music and do drugs. Kids been given.
All they want to do is make drill music and do drugs. He 14, yo, bro. This sound like she. Who she trying to talk? Who she talking to? Like what? Like, wait, is this? I'm thinking she talking to like a King Von or who she talking? Like, this your nephew? That's 14. How much of 14? 14 and a half? Was he just 13? Come on.
Multiple opportunities to go to school with the rich, and yet they turn it down and stay in the streets and call.
You heard her? You got multiple opportunity to go to school with the rich. Hold on. Any family member that might say that? What going to school with the rich got to do with me wanting to have love for my father or my mother or my family? What going to school with other rich kids got to do with me feeling neglected as far as love? Oh, no, boo. Oh, don't say stuff like that. Nah. But sometimes we don't know it. Because take Young Thug, right? He might be like, yo, what's going on right now? Because he been grinding and escaping things and like, now I got the opportunity to give up everything. And maybe he didn't have his. Oh, you see what I'm saying? But as adults, we gotta learn where if we might be dealing with guilt, or if we might be putting money before things. I don't know homegirl and Young Thug relationship. I'm not saying that's what it is, but he got money, so she might could jump out there defending him because he got the money and he control everything defend, and it might not even be necessary because, like, yo, I know I always do this, but it's just from my life experience. I wish I could, like, I wish Mad Kid was in here now. I wish, like, Deuce was here. Like, there was never a point, at any point, where a 14-year-old around these parts could just be off. Like, I can't go get that 14-year-old. Let me see this shit on Instagram. Well, let me go get the same 14-year-old that put that on Instagram. Because I got control of that 14-year-old. Mad Kid got control of that 14-year-old. What you mean just doing drugs and drill rapping and bugging? Nah. He told y'all he was doing that on Instagram? That's when I spin the camera. He right here, looking sad with tears in his eyes. Just because you win with the bread don't mean you ain't got to show no love.
Requesting cash apps and Zelles. For what? Won't give my money neither. Go do something positive with yourself. Still love them all equally. You want to be grown, you got to pay the price to be grown. When you realize you want to be a kid, to just get what you want and then go right to being a grown adult, that's when adults find a problem. We fight hard for him every day. Even his mom did till her last breath and couldn't get him to gather himself.
Now, I think a lot of the stuff she said in there was true. Even in dealing with Deuce now, but Deuce 20 years old. Deuce about to be graduating from college. So she's at the proper age where you supposed to go through that. You ain't been living in your crib for 3 years. You've been living by yourself, doing whatever you doing. Now is the time where you testing the waters and going up against the... But at 14? And yeah, I know a lot of us will be like, yeah, that's how I was doing it. Yeah, that's how we was doing it. But Young Thug, a millionaire who's successful, wasn't our pops. Hip-hop culture need to push more official daddery. We need to make dudes feel embarrassed when they ain't dying hard, right? Hey, look, it might can't be a dad. It might be issues where they break up and you the step pops. We gotta make dudes feel uncomfortable for not acting like they Russell Wilson. I don't know how many kids Future got. I don't know what his relationship like with all his baby moms and his kids. But from the way they was talking about Russell Wilson and getting that like that made me feel like Future didn't really have a relationship. Because if the relationship is really there and it's serious, we never gonna hear that type talk. And it's a lot of dudes that got a lot of kids, and it don't matter how much money you got. Things might go rough for them. And here we is, we think if we win and we become successful, we get rich, all those problems is gone. We ain't got to worry about it. So, you uncles, because right, like what if a person just passed, what if it's a car accident, his dad gone? Your sister had a baby, she got a son. The dad in a car accident. You an uncle. You gotta step up, treat him like he yours till somebody else come to fill that void of a male role model, a cousin, somebody. Somebody got to do it. And it ain't gotta be hardcore discipline. Hey, yo, little one, I love you. We're gonna try to make sure it's right as we possibly can for you. Ain't no way in hell ain't nobody could have put him in position if they just tried.